everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Quantum Mortality, Part 6 of our Planescape adventure. Today is September 15th, 2024, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to again join us at patreon.com/indooradventures. But let's say you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube and Twitch and all of those other wonderful spaces, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Well, guess what, Acorns? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks. We even have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf1201, where all of the proceeds of our merch currently goes to help support Doctors Without Borders. So, if you would like to help support a good cause, or possibly help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. That is Indoor Adventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. So, hey, Dingo, who you playing today?
I'm Dingo. I use she, him pronouns. And today I'm playing Shriek Astray, who is a Fire Genasi cleric, light cleric, and she uses she, her pronouns.
And KyleWithAnN, who you playing today?
Hi, everybody. I'm KyleWithAnN. I use she, they pronouns. And today I am playing Tessell, the now chromatic dragonborn Echo Knight fighter who uses they, them pronouns.
It's me next, right?
Yay.
Hey, everybody. I'm Wings, also known as Danae, she, her. Today I'm playing as Aluvire, who is currently a Minotaur fighter, she, her.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and today I shall be playing as Orillo Thread Twister, as we determined him last week is kind of a wiener man. That's a human wizard.
I got a horrible vision of the Oscar Mayer mascot.
In a wizard robe, like wearing the star hat.
Anyway, hi, I'm Cyber. I use he or whatever pronouns. I'm gonna be Dungeon Master. I'm gonna run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. A sigh of calm washes over the walking castle as the Icarus remains of the fiendish occupants drip to the grass below. The castle sits at the edge of a river just far enough from the nearby gardens and villas that the spray from the scenic waterfall can't quite dampen its 6 massive folded stone legs. I believe 3 of you are on the second floor of the castle, with the corpse of one of you, and no, 2 of you, and the final one of you is on the terrace at the first floor. What you doing?
I am making my way back upstairs to the second floor. And when I get to the threshold, he'll clap his hands together and say, "You know, I think that went fairly well." Did you see those snakes outside? I did that. Me.
I think Shriek raises an eyebrow, just like are you sure?
Yes, no, I was looking around and I made contact with the dried up fellow inside of that ghastly sarcophagi and said, "Is there any way that you can help us?" And he sort of gave a look outside, "Oh, look." And so when I did, then there were snakes coming and they ate everything. And you know what? Job's done. Zug, as some might say.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen upstairs, so we can't be positive the job's done. I think Shriek is gonna she's gonna eye the staircase for a minute, but I think instead she's gonna look around this kind of main room and just like poke her heads in the other room, or her head into the other rooms.
Well,
She only has one head.
well, definitely the first room that probably grabs your attention is the one that that the big demon came out of. That would be the one on the right.
I think she'll poke her head in there and just kind of look around for anything particularly useful or particularly interesting.
Well, what immediately catches your eye is a sizable desk that's on the opposite side of the room from this door. You see some cabinets, some crowded bookshelves, and maps of the outer planes covering the room's walls. And in the south corner is a simple cot. You also notice on the desk is a not intact skull made out of stained glass shards. And it looks like there are more of these shards on the desk.
Interesting. I think she's gonna go over to the desk. I think initially she's looking for anything that mentions was it R04M? Just on the off chance. She doesn't think she'll particularly find it, but on the
Make an
off chance that there
investigation check.
is. Was that perception or investigation?
Either.
Let's do perception. Natural 20, baby.
You see some calligrapher supplies and some notes that are written in a language that you do not quite understand. There is nothing here that immediately screams out, like there's nothing here in writing that would say that R04M was here. However, you do see a sort of like, you know how whenever a left-handed person writes, they tend to smudge the graphite on the right side. You see that in a definitely not humanoid hand.
Interesting.
Like it's much
Okay.
more angular.
I think she's gonna hold on to it in case anybody else understands the language that it's written in. But I think then she's gonna pick up the very, very delicately pick up the stained glass skull and examine it.
Do you want to make an Arcana check?
Oh, I sure can. Yo, that was a 19. So it's a 20.
You've seen a couple of these around Sigil. It seemed like a few people had like little skulls that they were talking to as if they were doing the Last Poor Yorick monologue. This kind of has the same vibe as those. You're not exactly sure what it was used for, though.
No particular markings on it, or just pretty stained glass.
Mm-hmm.
Is it all different colors, or is it kind of the same like color palette?
It's a mosaic.
Okay. I think Shriek is gonna sit down at the desk and take some time. When she's looking around, does it seem like they had the supplies out to like they were trying to put it back together?
No.
Oh. Do I have anything in my bag that would be useful? Oh, I do have mending. Could I try to use mending on the skull?
Yeah, you could try.
Okay. So I think this spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key. I wonder if I'll have to touch it multiple times. But it's a cantrip, so I think she takes some time, like picking up the pieces, trying to figure out where they go. And I think her mending, she plucks one of her hairs, kind of rolls it around in her hands and whispers something and sort of dissolves this. It looks like shiny silver glitter, that she's sort of waving over the broken pieces.
Make an Arcana check.
Come on. At 12.
12 is exactly what you needed.
Fuck yeah.
So you're able to start repairing the breaks in it. Trying to do all of this is going to take a significant amount of time. Like, say, about an hour.
I think she'll keep going. She hyper focuses until someone interrupts her.
I think Aluvire would be the first person to wander over and be like, "What you doing? Fixing something?"
Well, well, I found this skull, and it was in pieces, and I thought, well, I don't know what it is, but it might be useful or at least pretty if I put it back together.
Oh man, magic is so cool. I wish I could do magic.
Well, at one point you could.
Yeah, I guess I used to. Hold on, let me try. Like, she'll pick up like 2 very obviously like pieces that are supposed to go together, and she'll cast mending, which she has.
Make an Arcana check.
Yo, let's go. I'm turning off my brain today. 16.
Yeah, it works.
Whoa! I can do magic!
Wow, and she's like clapping.
Orillo, look! Pointing at the bones.
Yes, that's very nice, Aluvire. And Orillo is like dragging the body of the other Orillo to a window.
Gotta get rid of it.
So I think during this time, while Orillo is doing that, I think Tessell 2.0 is still kind of standing at the same spot they were before, just kind of over the corpse of the crystalline version of themselves. And I think they notice that Orillo is trying to dispose of this other corpse, and they just kind of call out, hey, that was a very interesting tactical decision you made earlier. Because from my vantage point, kind of seems like you were running away.
I wouldn't necessarily describe it as running away, as I would a predilection for self-preservation.
The tactical retreat, as it
Yes,
were.
yes, of course. Well, look. It was a demon. It just killed me. Killed you. I mean, we didn't know it at the time. But, also, to put it mildly, I trained myself, or at least prepared, a significant number of spells that utilize fire. And this, being a creature from God's knows where, had a immunity, resistance to said damage. The best thing I could have offered would have been to absorb somebody's axe. And I know that we have this thing about us that's causing us to pop up like a daisy whenever we go down. That being said, it still fucking hurts. I don't know if you've been incinerated alive before, but that happened to me not too long ago. I try to avoid a situation that is going to lead me to a significant amount of pain. That is why I ran a store. That is why I was a wizard. To avoid that. Brain strain? That's one thing. But a Charlie horse? Fuck that. I don't want it.
I think you see Tessell like kind of smirk a little bit as they then bend down to very easily pick up their corpse and sling it over their shoulder. And I think as they're like walking to the window, they kind of come up next to Orillo, and they say, actually, if it's okay with you, Endor, would you mind if Tessell puts their hand on Orillo's shoulder?
Yeah, of course.
And I think Tessell, like, yeah, puts their hand on Orillo's shoulder and, like, kind of, like, leans in close. And Orillo's pretty short, I assume. I don't know why. I just get that feeling.
5'8", 5'10".
Okay.
Like, he's not, like, tall, but he's not a small king like Jeremiah.
No short king. I imagine Tessell's still a little taller, but you know what?
Yeah.
Whatever. For all intents and purposes, bends down just a little bit and very icily whispers in his ear, "Thank you. Don't let it happen again." Just a little pat on the back, and very unceremoniously dumps the corpse out the window.
Yeah, I think Orillo just sort of stands there, and he gets a little bit of a wry smile when you say this. And he says, "Wouldn't dream of it." And then he, like, drags his version of Orillo and, like, barely pushes them out said window.
They land on the terrace. You hear the crack of bones. It didn't go well.
Good enough.
The rest of the rooms that you see on this floor, besides the pantry that Orillo manifested in and the bathroom that Tessell manifested in, are 3 bedrooms, and this study. One of them has a single bed, a desk, and a cabinet with some robes in it. One of them has 2 beds, a writing desk, and an empty cabinet. And one of them has a large nest. Empty. And a cabinet full of robes that are designed in such a way where someone with more than 2 upper limbs on their torso would need to wear them. There is also a ladder leading further up.
I will inspect the ladder. / will go up to the higher floor and not just like, how do I use this?
Going up to the next floor, the 3rd floor, there's a single chamber in this floor. It is dominated by a sculpture of a gigantic human-like figure looming over a broad circular table. there's another ladder on the other side of the room. And a gift woman with long white hair is descending that ladder. What do you do?
Hello!
Uh, sorry, I have to say I wasn't expecting company at all, especially not this large of an amount.
Don't
Take it
worry,
you've-
there's significantly less company than there was prior.
So you've faced the Rush and his
Well-
goons.
Um,
The rest of you hear some conversation happening with Orillo on the next floor.
Hey, Orillo, you need somebody to kill?
no, not yet.
Okay, just let me know.
Only saying not yet because we have had a doozy of a day. I don't want to, if that helps at all. Rather, resolve things amicably.
It's great to hear. Quite frankly, I'm a bit tired of being held captive by fiends or any other sorts of marauders that were coming through.
Not marauder, merchant. Very different. We were sent here via portal way of sigil. That said, the tiefling fellows heavily armored that were downstairs, they're gone. Laroche flew out a window and was eaten alive by winged snakes. I assume he's gone as well, considering that his vital fluids splattered across the floor after being eviscerated by snakes.
Yes, that's the fate that was coming to them.
We are here looking for a Modron. Have you seen a Modron named RO4M? Designated. I don't know if they have names or if it's just designations.
I can't say it's familiar to me.
Well,
Uh,
Orillo.
when
by
would
the
they
way.
have come by?
Within the last 10 days? The period as such?
Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, no.
Perception.
18.
Disgrace.
18.
Ah, 22!
And just checking, is Orillo using the new human?
Yes. Well, I was a mark of making human. So I don't know how that transfers.
No, you would still use that.
Okay.
Orillo would be, I mean, it would make sense that he would be the only person to notice it since he's closest. There's a banging coming from further up. It's barely audible, like someone banging on a door.
I don't believe I got your name.
Zathia.
Zathia? It's a lovely name. Zathia, I have a question. Is there anyone upstairs that we all should be aware of?
Yes. Another one of Barash's goons, one of the members of his Doom cult. Can you believe they got in doppelganger to try and assume my guys? I'm not sure why.
Zathia, is this your tower?
Yes.
What is the name of the withered individual inside of the crystal sarcophagi downstairs?
Jeffrey.
Burning Hands, level 3.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
Yo.
That's so funny.
21.
Jeffrey.
N.
Oh god, hang on. Let me roll initiative. Too busy shit posting. The shit poster's curse. 4.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again as I try and fix the characters that are showing up in initiative. There we go. All right, Orillo,
21.
Shriek,
N.
Tessell,
4.
Aluvire. What was that?
9. Sorry, Zoom keeps throttling me. So I have to talk a lot.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll those that burning hands damage.
17 points of fire damage from.
Damn.
But if they get they have to succeed on a DC 16 dexterity save.
Sounds like Orillo's in trouble again.
11.
Okay, so that's going to be 17 points of fire damage.
All right.
And he just hollers, "Need a little help!"
Right. So Orillo, what do you want to do on your turn?
Oh, was the Burning Hands a surprise?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah!
Sick.
Second spell slot, Burning Hands. Do it again.
$13.
That is a fail, so they're God, garbage. 7 points of damage out of 4d6.
Bro.
Hey, on top of 17, though, it's nothing to sniff at.
Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it. He's just gonna stay up there because apparently, new big black dragonborn will probably hunt him if he runs from this. So,
All right. Shriek and Aluvire are going to be up next.
We're smart.
So Shriek first.
Shriek they're upstairs, right?
yeah.
With 30 feet of movement, do I have enough movement to get up to the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Shriek is going to I guess yeah, Shriek's gonna do Toll the Dead.
All right. And that's a charisma save? Wisdom save?
I think it's just yes, it's a wisdom save. DC 16.
13.
And they have taken damage, right? Yes.
He's taken full damage. Yeah, he has taken damage, so you can roll the 12s.
12. Fuck. It's gonna be 4.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all Shriek can do. Let me check my bonus actions really quick. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Aluvire.
30 feet of movement. Can I run upstairs and give that guy
Yep.
a hug?
Yep.
Okay, I would love to do that. He needs to make a strength or dexterity saving throw. Trying to beat a 15.
No, that's
He
10.
does... Oh boy, I get a hug! I'm gonna shove him prone. Same thing.
Okay.
He just needs to roll another one.
19.
He makes that one. Do I have a bonus action I want to do? How about... We haven't gotten a... Did we get a short rest?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. My gosh,
You
3
tried
combats
to,
in
and
a
then
row.
someone got stabbed.
Oh my god. Okay. In that case, gosh, do I have a bonus action for something? I'm sorry, I play in like so many different games and so many different editions. Do I have a bonus action? I could turn into a giant if I wanted to. Is that gonna help me? How about... Oh, I can use my bonus action to attack when I attack. That's fine. I'm gonna call it good. This guy doesn't look very intimidating, and Aluvire wasn't privy to the previous conversation, so she just knows that he's crispy. She can hold on to him. Oh
Right.
man, you're slippery.
Not quite slippery enough. He's going to take out a orb of some kind and crush it in his hands. The first thing that you hear... Actually, no. Never mind. Yeah. The first thing you immediately start here is like a sort of eerie pitched scream at like very low volume that hits like just like the back of your neck. Like it's sort of resonating back there. As these 4 smaller creatures begin appearing through in the space seemingly summoned by this crystal, as well as a larger figure who is coming through. They have multiple... I would like to see this picture, please, so I can describe it. They have multiple, like, insectile sort of legs that are sort of like barely creeping and poking out of a tattered robe, where these growths of crystals appear from their arms, and from within the face that is sort of poking out. The smaller creatures also have very similar growths to this thing. They do not appear as if they are from any material world that you're aware of. But 5 more creatures have entered the chat.
Was this a magic item that was used, or was this a spell?
It's a magic item.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
Tessell.
Hi, okay. So I imagine that I did not. Okay, first of all, question. I did not explicitly state that I picked up the loot drop from Tessell 1.0. Did I need to do that, or is that
No.
potion just gone? Okay,
You're good,
all
you're
right.
good.
So, whoop. All right. So, question 2. I don't imagine Tessell left the first room, just because I did not state otherwise. So given 40 feet of movement,
Yes, you can make
where?
it
Okay, like up the ladder or at the bottom of the ladder?
up the ladder.
Oh, sick. All right, so we are going up the ladder. Okay. Interesting. Hey, what's like the 15-foot cone situation in here?
If you used a 15-foot cone, okay, so everything appeared behind this guy. So if you moved
Okay.
around and did a spit, did a Haktui, Haktua, you would be able to hit all of the newly entered combatants without hitting the warlock or Aluvire.
Interesting. Okay.
But if you do try and also hit the warlock, you are going to be hitting Aluvire because Aluvire currently has him grappled.
Hit me. Hit me.
End me. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna, you know what? I never get to do this normally, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Yeah, so Tessell comes up the ladder, surveys the situation, kind of like hunches down a little bit. As you see, like the scales of their throat kind of glow this like sickly green. And then they are going to let out a cone of acid breath. So I need some DC 15 dex saves from these boys.
13 on the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 on one little guy.
Boo. Okay.
19 on another little guy.
Okay.
18 on another little guy.
Damn.
And 18 on another little guy.
These little guys. Damn. All right. It's fine.
Guys.
We're just doing some chip damage. It's fine. All right. So I'll roll the full damage and tell you what is up. Ah, that was actually decent. So 11 for the full and then half for the ones that succeeded. So then as a bonus action, this an echo is going to appear. I think like if Aluvire is like grappling the warlock, I think this echo is going to manifest like in front of them, like facing the warlock. But this echo looks a little different. You see that this echo is kind of made up of like this golden misty light, and shining from where the eye sockets would be is like this brilliant amber. Yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
Do you have 2 attacks?
I do have 2 attacks now. Oops, we are 5th level. So hey, the echo is going to manifest, and then I'm gonna attack from the echo's position. So
Who are you attacking?
there we go. We'll make it seamless. The grappled warlock. I don't know
Make it
how.
a disadvantage.
Oh, yo, okay, interesting. Let's see. Disadvantage is 15.
15 is still enough to hit the doppelganger warlock. Your echo immediately tries to hit, but the shrieks that are happening within the back of your mind seem to intensify as it tries to attack this guy. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Do I still
Yeah, you hit.
roll damage? Okay. Just checking. All right. Yeah, let's roll one-handed. Love that. 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Thus ending my turn.
They are starting to lose their disguise as they get bloodied. And you can see the Git's white hair just start to untangle and just become this like sheer platinum, and the yellow in their face starts to like sort of recede into white, just plain featureless white. Going to go back up to the top of the round with the seer. Uh, Shriek, make a wisdom save.
How dare. 11.
You are going to be taking 44 points of psychic damage.
What?
44 points of psychic damage.
Shrieks down.
From the psychedelic orb. And should you get back up before your next turn, you will still be blinded.
Blinded by the light.
That is it.
Okay.
Orillo. We cannot hear you.
So there's all these little guys. There's the Crystal Man, and then of course there's the Doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Those are all the things in this room besides you.
Yes, I am going to get behind Tessell. Well, first I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at level 1.
Okay, who are you going to try and get?
I am gonna try and get would it be possible to get the new folks as well as the warlock
Not without hitting Aluvire.
I was gonna be like, I'm gonna hit Aluvire with this. I'm totally okay with that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that is going to be a Burning Hands for 10 if they succeed on a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, Aluvire, you also need to make that save.
I do not make it.
Okay, so that'll be 10 points of fire damage.
12 on Crystal Man.
Okay, fail.
9, 3, 12, and 11 on the little guys.
Everyone fails.
And 16 on the warlock.
Meets to beats. So warlock will take 5, everyone else takes 10. And then I will get behind Tessell. Actually, because it is a bonus action to administer potions now, I would like to use my potion on Shriek.
Okay. Roll the hit points that Shriek will regain.
Okay, just a moment.
Shriek, you are prone and blinded.
Hooray.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 2. Shriek, you will be getting back 9 hit points.
Sick. Thank you.
And then that is it. I have gotten behind the big strongs. I healed somebody and I dealt a magic. Feeling good.
Aluvire. The ankle biters are approaching.
Oh, boy, oh boy. That's my favorite.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be taking 6 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. 11.
Okay?
How
Another
bad
one.
it?
You're
Am I
good.
making it? Oh. What?
Well, a 6 will not hit, I'm assuming.
No. But
What
like, what is
about-
the? What is the? Okay.
You saved, you're good.
I did? Oh
Yeah.
man, I really didn't think I would. Okay.
Does a 9 hit you?
Nah.
What about a 15?
No. It used to, but I've got better armor now.
All right. Shriek, you are no longer blinded. You are prone.
Oh, okay. That saves me from having to use a lesser restoration.
The
Neato.
first thing you see is Orillo over you with an empty bottle of healing potion.
Oh,
Time to get up. Time to get up. Time to get
stars
up.
above. Okay, all right, I'm getting up.
Hey.
I'm gonna use my movement to stand up and okay. Can I get a refresh of the enemy layout right now?
Okay. In the middle of the room is Aluvire, who is grappling the warlock, and also 4 of these little guys. For simplicity's sake, we will call them Gru. There are 4 Gru currently attacking Aluvire. There is a crystal man behind, who has been singed, and everybody's looking bad. Crystal man who knocked you down is off on the other side of the room, looking good. Everybody else is right on top of Aluvire.
Okay. I'm torn between using a shield of faith, but it seems like everything is mainly saving throws anyway. So I don't know that that would help me. I think am I close enough am I close enough to everything happening with Aluvire that a 15-foot sphere would capture some folks?
A 15-foot sphere would encompass most of this room, yes.
Excellent. The 9 hit points is concerning to me. I don't think this is going to last very long. But Shriek is going to cast Spirit Guardians, taking out her reliquary again, and having these stars sort of swirl up and around her. Everybody has to make a DC 16 saving throw. Okay, it's just 3d8 radiant damage. Fuck me. Okay, so it's 11 radiant damage.
On the start of the turn, they will start taking the damage.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Anything for your bonus?
Nothing for... Oh wait, I have a potion, don't I?
You do.
I'm gonna slam... I think I actually have a couple of potions, but I'll slam one of the potions. It's just a regular one, right? Regular healing potion.
Yep.
And that's 1d4?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
And are you getting up?
Yeah, she used her movement to get up from prone.
Okay. All right, Aluvire, you're going to be up next.
So that's going to be 8 to heal. I think that's it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Right, Aluvire.
On account of the fact that I had a Popeye's biscuit in my mouth, and everybody knows that requires at least 30 seconds of washing down. Okay.
It really does.
It really do. All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna be a giant. I
You
become
embiggen.
large. I am biggin. I become large. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack the guy I have grappled.
Okay.
Because I would like him to not be a problem anymore.
Okay, this attack will be at disadvantage.
Oh dang. Does a 13 hit?
13 would hit. He's going to use his moment of foresight.
That's
Reroll.
fair. Reroll again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm at triple disadvantage. How about a 17?
That'll still hit.
Do I do another disadvantage roll actually? Oh, okay. So do I hit him?
Yep.
Cool. Have 8 bludgeoning damage as well as 3 giant damage. Is he still up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So like what this looks like is Aluvire gets like big, and she just like she's now holding him just with one hand, and so she just like beats him into the ground, checks on him to see if he's down yet, and then she just again. Is this a disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. Oof. 12.
Just hits.
Oh boy. And after reading the rules, I realized I can only do giant damage once a turn, so 9 damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Yep.
Okay. That was my attack. That was my bonus. I don't get another action search until a short rest. So Aluvire's just busy beating this guy into the ground.
All right.
That's my turn.
Everybody make a wisdom save. I believe at disadvantage. Hang
Oh
on.
my god.
Yep. Everybody make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Heck
Oh.
and damn.
17.
Oh, the natural 20. No. 9.
Oh, fuck. 9.
I'm not even good at this.
Is someone starting their turn though?
Yes.
Do we want to use the previous radiant damage I rolled?
If you want to.
I'd rather roll that again if you'll let me.
Go ahead.
They'll have to make a wisdom save, DC 16.
Wisdom.
Or they take...
Natural 20.
God damn! If they get a nat 20, do they
also at
still take half?
disadvantage. They are also disadvantaged, which counteracts their magic resistance, so they rolled flat. It's a d20. Natural 20.
God.
Is this the effect of an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Yes.
My protection from good and evil ring coming in clutch.
Once you cast it.
Yes. Shit! All right.
With a nat 20, do they still take half damage or do they take no damage?
They take half.
Okay,
If your
sick.
spell says they take half, which I believe Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians does.
And then this was a wisdom save, you said?
Why? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No. This effect that you are saving from right now is not from any of those creatures that you listed.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it is a wisdom save that you
Okay.
were making.
4.
I don't think it would have been affected by the good or evil anyway because you didn't cast it, but
Yes.
10 damage, radiant damage.
never mind. The thing is dead.
Yay!
Suck it.
So all of you see this changeling begin to melt and contort their face into an unsettling visage, which would have frightened most of you should the stars
The stars above.
above, below, and all around this person would have ended their fate right there. And he falls. Those of you who were frightened are no longer frightened because this creature is dead.
Woohoo!
Tessell.
Oh. Okay. All right. So,
There are 4 little guys who are around the embiggened Aluvire and the crystal guy on the other side of the room.
gotcha. Okay. I think Tessell Prime, not Tessell Echo, is going to go to the crystalline individual and attempt to hit him with their sword.
All right.
Oh, I was about to hit disadvantage. Haha, no.
It is at disadvantage.
It is a disadvantage. Let me roll one more time. The first time was a 19, but this time's a 10.
And will not hit.
Shit! Attack again! This time also at disadvantage. An 11.
No.
Beans. Okay, right. Do I want to unleash incarnation? No. No, not at this time, I don't think. 2 big swings and a miss all around.
All right. So Tessell Prime has moved in front of the crystal guy.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to hit you once with his fission staff. Does 14 hit?
No.
He does
see.
have to make a wisdom save
Does have to make
first.
a save.
Okay, so he takes 5 radiant damage.
Did a 14 hit Tessell?
No.
What about 20?
That does hit.
Okay. You're going to be taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
14 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
and you are knocked prone.
Ow. Okay.
As whenever it hits you, you're getting this energy of like a solar flare crystallized within this staff. And as it makes contact with you, all of that energy just knocks you down. Aluvire, make a wisdom save.
Oh, dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm not good at these. I cannot stress this enough. I have a +1 to these saves.
You shrug off the effects of the psychedelic orb that he shunts at you.
And it's only because of my luck stone that I have that +1.
Orillo.
Orillo is looking at the crystalline guy. There's still 3 little dudes. 4 little dudes. Would I be able to get them into a 15-foot cone without hitting a friend?
No.
Okay. Which friend would I hit?
Aluvire.
Me!
Aluvire, how you looking?
I'll fucking do it, man. I'm fine.
You got it.
I'm at
Burning
40 out of
hands.
59. I'm good.
God damn it! That's 4.
Especially with numbers like that.
Garbage
Okay,
rolls.
This is Dex.
Yes, this is Dex 16.
On half or on a save, do they take half?
Yeah.
The 4 little guys are dead.
Oh.
Yay!
Which means your attacks are no longer going to be at disadvantage, and your saves are not going to be at disadvantage as their aura of shrieks goes away.
Oh, hell yeah.
AoE! AoE!
Aluvire, make that DC 16 dex save.
I already did.
Okay.
I already did and took it. It's fine.
Cool. Such pointless damage. But it worked.
So there's just this crystalline dude left. Anything else with your turn, Orillo?
Yeah, backing the fuck up. Getting out of dodge again.
Shriek.
Okay, so the little guys are gone. We just have Crystal Guy.
Defeater.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to stop concentrating on Spirit Guardians. And instead, I'm going to do Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Fuck. All right. That's all I got.
Question. Oh, never mind. No, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Shriek?
No.
Aluvire.
Hello. I'm charging him down.
Okay.
She's gonna throw that corpse that she's holding away and then, like, fucking go get that other guy. It would be ha-ha funny if I threw the corpse at him, but nah. I'm gonna punch him.
Mhm.
A 25 to hit.
Yep.
6 bludgeoning damage as well as 6 giant damage. As a bonus action, I attempt to grapple him. He needs to make a 15 strength or dexterity save.
22.
Alright, well, he makes that. But I'm going to punch him again. 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's going to be 6 bludgeoning damage. And he is not grappled, but I am near him. And I highly recommend he does not move.
Tessell. Who is also near him.
Tessell on the ground. Okay, so here is what I am planning on doing. I should have read this a second ago. Okay, hang on. All right. Yeah, no, this is fine. So I have a question, considering the parameters of this, because this is kind of a weird situation. If I were to switch places with my Echo, would Tessell Prime be the one prone, or would Tessell Echo be the one prone?
If you switch places with your Echo, I would say your Echo would be prone, but your Echo can't be prone, so I mean, are you doing anything else with your movement? Because if so, just...
I can just, so I have 40 feet, so I can just, like, stand up and then use the 15 feet to swap, but I just was like, wait a minute.
I don't think you would remove any conditions.
Right. That would make sense. Otherwise, that would be a little too cheeky.
So you would change physical locations, but if you were prone here, you would be prone over there.
Okay, so expend some movement to stand up. Expend 15 feet of movement to do a little swapperoo. So, Tessell Prime is where a little further back, and Echo Tessell is up in the business of this crystalline dude. And we are going to attack from the echo's position. So not at disadvantage, just flat.
Yep.
Okay. Hiya! 22.
Yes.
All right. 10 points of damage.
He is going to use his reaction. As your blade makes contact with the body, this starlight energy will begin radiating as he fuses the damage, which will reduce it by half, so he'll only take 5 points.
Oh. Sick ability, not so cool for me in practice.
Flip him off.
Free action to flip him the bird. All right. Once again, attacking from the echo's position. Second attack. Beans, that's a 12.
That would not hit.
Okay. Oh, this does not use a bonus action, so I'm just going to expend one use of Unleash Incarnation, attacking again from the echo's position. Hiya. Even worse, 10. So that is a no. One last check. Okay. So I am, for my bonus action. Wait, is this not a bonus action anymore? Is Second Wind not a bonus action anymore? It doesn't say special, it doesn't say bonus, whatever. I'm using it anyways. I will.
Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Second Wind is still a bonus action.
Oh, yes. I see it under Tactical Shift, but not under Second Wind.
As a bonus action, yes, you can regain hit points. And then, yeah.
Oh, and when you click on it, you can see it, but not in just the little snippet you see on the main sheet. So bonus action.
And then you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. But
yes,
you have 5 feet of movement now.
I do like that. I think that's a pretty neat thing that they added. So I will get a little bit of healing. So 6 plus 5 is 11 points of healing to me. And, I'm just going to use that last 5 feet of movement to just back up a little more. Just back up a little more. Let Tessell Echo get in the mix. Not me.
Cool.
Then that's me.
Cool. Aluvire is right in this thing's business.
Hello. I'm big.
Does a 10 hit you?
No. I'm big.
Does 23 hit you?
Yes.
But
I'm not that big.
What if someone were to silvery barbs?
Wizard! Wizard!
Does a 19 hit you?
Shit.
Still, yes.
Okay,
But can I
who
have
are you
that
giving
now?
the d20?
Can I have the advantage?
Yes.
Yay!
Who's getting it?
I will give the advantage to Aluvire.
Okay. Aluvire, as their fission
maybe.
staff strikes you, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna say, maybe you shouldn't have given it to me.
Well, we don't know. It sounds like there's going to be more.
And 21 points of radiant damage.
Jesus.
With that little bit of extra radiant damage coming from the fuse damage. And the stored starlight energy.
Can I use Sentinel to make a melee attack against them?
Are you within melee? Do you have to be within melee of them?
I would assume so.
Are you within melee of them?
I don't remember if I'm
took
close enough.
You took a guiding bolt against them last time, so I think you would have had to be in range of them, like outside of 5 feet with them.
No, you're
What
right.
kind
You're
of
right. Okay, never mind.
Your weapon doesn't have reach, right?
No.
Okay.
Never mind.
But Shriek, go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Oh, I have a +8 to my wisdom save, and I've been rolling like hot garbage. 23. There we go.
Okay, you do not suffer the effects of another psychedelic orb.
I would make it if I did.
Did this thing have to roll for Spirit Guardians at the beginning of its turn?
Your Guardians is down.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
man.
I
Oh,
stopped
well.
concentrating on it because I was
Whoops.
trying to guiding bolt. Rip.
Rip.
You wouldn't
and
have had to drop it to
Yeah.
do Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt is not concentration.
But Spirit Guardians is.
Yeah, so
Yes.
as long as you don't
Yes, you can
concentrate
still
on another
cast
spell.
spells.
Oh.
You don't.
Do you
It's
want it to
just a
remain up?
concentration spell that would break your concentration.
Oh.
So you can, yeah, you can still cast spells. You're still good.
Oh, that's way cooler than I thought. I would love for it to still be up, but I'm
Okay,
okay
so-
if we don't want to
so-
retcon that.
So he just needs to make a dex save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's a different roll. $24. So I'm
Shit.
assuming half.
Yeah, let me roll that real quick. He's going to take half of 13.
Okay.
So 6.
All right. Orillo.
Well,
There's just this crystalline seer who seems to be using starlight energy.
all right, fucker. Magic missile level 3.
Oh hell yeah!
So that is going to be for a total of 5 d4s. So 17 points of force damage.
Anything else?
Nope.
Shriek.
Guiding bolt, 2nd level. Let's go. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Yes. 21 points of radiant damage.
He's gonna fuse it. So he will take half.
But he is glowy for the next hit to have advantage on, though, right?
He's glowy
Yes.
both for the next thing to have advantage on him. Also glowy because he is storing some of that fuse damage. Also, he is now bloody.
Oh.
Finally.
And also, I already have advantage from silvery barbs.
Yeah, but
But you don't have to use it if you don't want to.
I was going to say this
Oh.
also affects Tessell, letting them have advantage on this.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Right,
Sure.
now it's Aluvire's turn.
I punch. Like, what's the best action economy here? Which advantage do I use first? Is like,
You would. Okay, the next attack made against the thing would use the guiding bolt damage.
all right,
Or the guiding bolt advantage.
I'm doing that then. I attack with guiding bolt damage. Natural 20.
Hey.
So that's going to be thank you so much. It already gave me the it, you know how it automatically adds a dice to it. So that's 16. But I do need to add my giant damage and make that 2d6.
Mhm.
16 damage, bludgeoning damage, and then 5 giant damage.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Not great.
Not great. Okay. I did hit with an attack.
Mhm.
And the fun thing about that is I have 2 different things that I could do. There's no windows on this floor, are there? Okay. Well, there goes my plan to try and push him out the window with my goring charge. That's fine. I will use my bonus to try and grab him. So it's a strength or dexterity against 15.
Save or check?
Save.
17.
Yep, he makes it. That's fine. You know, I'm just here doing my best. I could try and grab him again. Y'all want me to try and grab him again, or should I just punch him?
Just hit him.
All right.
Just pounce.
Just punch. 16 to hit?
16 will just miss.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Cool. That's it for me.
Tessell.
Okay. Echo is going to stab. Gonna stab. Okay. Wow, it was sitting nice and pretty on a 19, hit the corner to a 1.
Oof.
So not that one, unfortunately. All right, second attack. 16 missed last time, so yikes. Okay. I'm gonna lease incarnation one more time because I wanna feel something, you know?
Yep.
16 once again whiffs. You know what? I'm peeved enough to use actions.
Okay. Go off.
Please. Christ almighty, that's a 15. All right, we got one more. One more. 11, that's my turn.
You keep bringing your sword against this armor, this crystalline armor, but it just seems to deflect all of your attacks as it slowly creeps forward toward Aluvire once again. Aluvire does a 20 hit.
Start of the
It
turn
does.
wisdom save.
I'm never going to remember, so absolutely interrupt me to do this every time.
Sweet.
23.
Okay, so then they take 8 radiant damage.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Spirit
So-
Guardians is so good.
So a 20 hits you, right, Aluvire?
Yeah, 20 totally hits.
Okay. You're going to be taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage
Aluvire's down.
and
Not the and.
29 points of radiant damage. Does that... Oh, what's your max?
My max is 59.
Okay. You're good. That was part of the same attack, so you do not lose any death saves. There. He's going to hit you again.
That's fine. Does my giant go away when I go down? Let me check.
Possibly.
It lasts for a minute. Doesn't say anything about it going away when I go down.
Okay. It is still going to bring its vision staff down on your embiggened corpse. Were you not down, it would have missed with a natural 1, but because this was an advantage, it will hit, which will crit, which will take away 2 of your saves. Shriek, make a wisdom save.
You got it. $14.
Shriek, you're going to take 31 points of psychic damage.
Oh my god.
Shriek is down.
And
Get him.
We'll be blinded again if you get back up.
Okay.
All right. Orillo, what would you like to do?
Oh dear. Okay. Well, this isn't going near plan. Firebolt. This is 12 hit.
No.
You got it. I know that Aluvire has Because we each have a potion of healing on us, right? Or had a potion
Yeah.
of healing?
Yeah.
Can I use Aluvire's potion of healing on them?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to do that for my bonus action.
You're so nice.
I need a body up that isn't mine.
Whoa, this guy's such a friend.
Self-preservation, go.
Right, roll the 2d4 plus 2.
You got it.
What's that taste like?
Aluvire, you will get 8 points of health.
Yay. 8 hit points of healing. 8 hit points of healing. 8 hit points of healing. I'm
Shriek,
still
now
really
make a
big.
save.
Oh. 14.
Success.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's above 10.
Or 10 or above. Slightly in your favor. Aluvire, you are prone.
I am. Whoa.
Orillo is right above you, and right above Orillo is this seer.
How'd he knock me down? I'm so big.
Hey, buddy, let's worry about that later.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up, kind of like pat Orillo on the head, and I'm gonna take another swing at this guy.
Okay.
Round 2, ding ding.
I didn't hear no fucking bell.
I didn't hear no fucking bell. 24 to
Yes.
hit.
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be 8 bludgeoning damage as well as 3 giant damage.
You'll fuse.
What does that mean?
He will only take half, and this will give his melee attack on his next turn a little buff.
That's so funny. Here comes another attack. 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How does he feel?
Not great.
Alright, bonus action, I'm gonna grab him.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab his trypophobia face.
Not with the 25 to save.
Ow! You... I can't use my inspiration to make him reroll, can I?
No.
Oh. If the grabbing rules were the same as the old ways, I could have used my inspiration on this. Yeah.
Yep. But you wouldn't have gotten back up with that bonus healing potion, so we take him and we leave him.
The dice gods give and they take away. Alright, that's it for me.
Yes. This guy
once
knocked
again-
down 2 of your friends, and
Yeah.
one of them has gotten back up. The big
Yeah,
one.
that is very unfortunate. So I come to you once again with an interesting 5e 2014 versus 5e 2024 intermingling question. So so two-part question. These little fun features, like let's say sap on the longsword that I have now as part of new fighter rules.
Mhm.
I click on it, it says 1 action. Does that mean I take 1 action to attack and then spend another action to inflict sap?
I
Is that
don't
how that
believe
works?
so. Let me double check. Weapon mastery.
What is sap?
Oh, it if you hit a creature with a longsword, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
Interesting, because
it-
my mace has it.
Yep.
Wild.
And once you die and come back as a 2024 character, you'll start having that too.
There's
No,
fun
it is
stuff.
not. It is not an action. It is not anything. It's just whenever you hit, you can use your
Oh.
weapon mastery.
Oh,
there's-
okay.
There's fun new stuff on weapons now. Like it's like finesse. It's just a thing that a weapon has.
Sweet. Second question. Because we are intermingling 2014 5e third-party content with 2024 Player's Handbook content. Can I use that from my Echo, or does it have to be originating from me?
Does the Echo... Oh, okay. So does the Echo's ability say that you can make a melee attack from the Echo's position using your weapon?
Okay, sorry. On your turn... Oh, wait. Sorry. No, that's opportunity attack. Echo attack. When you take the attack action on your turn, any attack you make with that action can originate from your space or the Echo space.
So yeah, it
Oh,
would apply.
sweet. Yay. Okay. I will attempt to stop being complicated. So I will also attempt to do a longsword strike on this bad mamma jamma and hopefully roll higher than a 14, but alas, no. I will attempt to attack a second time. Hey-ya! Oh god, I can't. 21! Christ!
That'll hit.
Alright, I'm gonna roll damage, and then also I would like to inflict sap, giving it a disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Yeah.
So 12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Man. This guy really sucks, and fuck it. I will unleash Incarnation again. I just want to taste the victory.
Do it.
I just want to taste. 10. That's me.
On its turn,
Oh no.
its first attack is at disadvantage because of the sap. Aluvire, does a 12 hit you?
Nah.
Aluvire, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Ah!
Aluvire, does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Damn it. Tessell, you get advantage.
It's okay, I squandered it last time.
11 points of bludgeoning damage,
I'm
which
down.
I believe will knock you unconscious.
Yep.
And the 15 extra radiant damage doesn't matter. Orillo, make a wisdom save.
Oh. A 10.
Orillo, you take 33 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Oof.
Anything
That
else on
hurts.
top of that?
You're frightened.
No, I'm down is what I am.
Oh. I was like, that's gonna hurt on a wizard.
You're right, it did.
Safe?
Make a save. You got it.
Mhm.
That's a natural 1 for 2 failures.
It
Buddy,
sure is.
no!
Shriek, make a save.
Lucky.
Save Orillo!
Never let this guy
Have a
live.
healing potion on my body.
I don't want to see that frog again.
I believe you took one already.
I had
Orillo
another one
used
from
that-
the
From
I
Tristan.
can't remember his name, but the
Tristan.
apothecary.
That
13.
is your second success. Aluvire, make a save.
It's time for a save. Gosh, is there a button for saves? It's been so long. It's been so long.
I mean, you could just roll a d20, but if there is one, it would be up in the top right.
I got a 12.
Ain't that your first success?
Yay.
All right, Tessell. All of your friends are down.
Push
You
me
have
to the edge.
advantage from silvery barbs. What would you like to do?
We're gonna capitalize on the advantage in this moment, and attempt just a big longsword hit would be the goal, right? So
Kill him. Kill him.
21.
That'll hit.
All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. One more attack for my attack action. Not at advantage. Hiya! 14. Ha. All right.
Okay.
You know what? I will blow the last Unleash Incarnation. I really do not give a hoot in this moment about resource preservation. One more attack. Please. 22.
That will hit.
Okay. Please. 9.
He's going to fuse.
Hate you.
Oh, fuck.
Nasty man.
Anything
All
else?
right. We are going to go over to still embiggened Aluvire, and Tessell will take the potion of healing from their inventory and administer it
Oh, from your inventory. Sorry. Okay,
from
go
my
ahead.
inventory. Yeah. So it's 2d4 plus 2.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I rolled so bad. A 2 and a 1, so you get 5 hit points.
Thanks. You know, 5 is still up.
5 is still up. But then we'll use the moment to get to Aluvire, and if it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, try to.
It doesn't have a reaction.
Oh yeah, you're right. It fused. Back it up, baby.
Oh, no way. Everybody's
Aluvire,
down
make a
now.
wisdom save.
Why is everyone on the ground? 4.
I have prioritized correctly.
24 points of psychic damage.
God! Sorry.
No.
Alright, I go back down.
And it's going to shoot 2 hits on Shriek.
Fuck. Okay.
That's fair.
Yay!
My AC doesn't apply, right?
Well,
Okay. Holding.
could
28.
still roll a 1.
That, yeah.
12.
Does not hit.
Yo!
You
So I take
lose!
2 failures?
So you have 2 failures. That'll go with your 2 successes.
Oh my-
Yo!
That's very exciting.
The stakes have never been higher.
Orillo, make your save.
Oh no.
Never let Orillo live more than 20 minutes. Ah, an 11! That's one success!
Yeah! Wait, do you have 2 failures?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 last time.
Oh my god, I forgot!
Shriek, make your save.
Oh, the one that really matters.
Shriek, 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 shriek. Yay!
One of us. One of
One
us.
of us. One.
Shriek, we will see you after the break with the 2024 rules.
First one down.
Mazel
Aluvire, make a save.
Okay. I gotta roll a d20. I gotta. Is my save failure? Are my saves supposed to be resetting every time I
Yes.
go down?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's
cool.
how it works.
1 fail.
Tessell.
Interesting. Very
Stab me, Juan.
interesting.
Stab me.
Everything that is happening right now. So, the priority is to spend 2 attacks on Crystal Dude. So we'll start with attack number 1. I will never know success. That is a 13.
Will not hit.
Second attack. Yo, okay, that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
All right, please. God damn it, minimum damage. It's a 7.
Even if he fuses and halves that to 3, that will not be enough to stay up with the 3 hit points he has remaining.
Yo, God gamer.
I got this close to dying!
Orillo, make a save.
Let's see it. He's dead. He's dead again.
Damn you!
It's a failure.
Aluvire, make a save.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I was gonna say, dang it, why does mom let you get to have 2 hot dogs? I can't even say the thing right.
The blood
Yay,
loss
another
tends to have that
failure.
effect.
I'm losing my mind.
Tessell, is there anything that you would like to do?
Oh my god.
2 of your friends are dead. One of them is definitely dying.
Okay, from this vantage point, can I see we didn't use the last potion bottle on Shriek, did we?
No, Shriek still has theirs on their belt.
Can I don't know if I know of its existence, but is it just like sitting out in the open, just like hanging up front? Or is it in your backpack?
It's probably like she wears her bag on her side. It's probably in there. It might be poking out.
So I think I would not know about its existence, I don't think. So I won't depend on that.
Take a heroic inspiration.
Oh, what's a heroic inspiration?
It's what inspiration used to be, but it's now differentiated from bardic inspiration.
Oh. Okay, I think I need to make it full screen to add that inspiration. Where the fuck is it? Okay, there it is. I have my little sun shining in. Okay. So unfortunately, Tessell does not have any healing abilities. So, but they are going to, I think at this point, they are. Is it like obvious that 2 of my friends have kicked the bucket, or like, is it something I would need to like go and like check and like?
You would basically need to check, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think just whoever is closest, which actually no, it would be Aluvire because
Aluvire, yeah.
It would be Aluvire. So yeah, they are going to crouch down and check for signs of life.
Here, make a medicine check.
Okay. Very funny because the last Tessell actually had medicine proficiency, and this one does not. I have an herbalism kit that I have no idea how to use, which is very funny. 13.
There is signs of life. It is fading.
There is nothing that I can do with the abilities I have to really do anything about that in this moment, right?
Do you have access to a healer's kit?
No, I have an herbalism kit. Womp womp.
Not really.
Yeah, just like yeah, no, Tessell's gonna remain crouch and wait it out, but they're just gonna be like under their breath. Come on.
Aluvire, make a save.
Thus, I need to make 3 successes before 1 failure.
Right. Okay. Tessell, are you doing anything?
Tessell is gonna start like scouring the room for like, yo, is there anything that I can use in this situation to improve this situation?
This tooltip took me to the basic rules 2024 and not the 2014 and not the free rules 2024.
Get your shit
Okay.
together, wizards.
Okay. Stabilizing. Stable. No. Skills. Give me skills. Where is it? I believe it would be a medicine check to try and stabilize.
Mm. Yeah, we will. Oh. Oh ho.
Did I get lost?
No, I'm just looking at wings and trying to parse what's happening.
Don't look at me. My face is gonna make all kinds of faces. I'm not helping.
Okay, you know what? Tessell is going to try to draw upon the knowledge, an echo of themselves, that is proficient in medicine and attempt to stabilize.
That's kind of fun. Mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth.
That mouth has acid in it.
That would probably send you over the edge, actually. Before I do that, I'm just gonna take one quick peek at something. Okay. No. Medicine check. I have something in the back of my mind, but I'm going to roll the medicine check with a 5, killing you instantly.
A 5 will not stabilize you, so Aluvire, make
Before we do that, if I could quickly interject, there is a new ability that I have called, excuse me, I just had a tactical mind where I can if I fail an ability check, I can expend a use of second wind to roll a d10 and add the result to the ability check.
Okay. Roll a d10.
Do you get several second wins when you're a fighter in the new edition?
I have
Yes,
3 now.
Yes,
Oh,
but you
sorry.
can use the second winds to do other things, sort of like
What
how
the
the wild shape for
fuck?
Druid happened.
Gee, Mom, why do you let Timmy have 2 hot dogs?
Because
And
the
the great
2024
thing,
rules are actually pretty good.
the great thing is too, if I still fail this ability check, I don't have to expend the second wind. So
Oh, that's
it's like,
so sick!
yeah, that's actually pretty kind.
God!
So an 8 to the 5 makes a 13.
Aluvire, you're stable. So whenever we come back from our break, we will meet the new versions of Shriek and Orillo, but
With that,
before we do, at Big Beyonce. Guys, I cast suggestion and said, ooh, you want to kiss me so bad in the middle of an argument, and then she did, what do I do? I'm not okay. Addendum, this week has been removed by user. At Big Beyonce, RE, at Big Beyonce. I'm not sure why I squeaked this, and I'm kind of scared I got my memory modified. going to the gatehouse to get that checked out. The Mind Flayer's telepathic voice echoes through Mantloc's head. The Void Soother who checked her out confirms that there was no enchantment spell placed upon the user. I asked to verify, double-checked their thoughts, and I can corroborate that they cannot recall their spells working differently other than this initial shock. Mantlock nods. The Warren's constant ambience of tiny nails scratching against stone does not change. Inkblot's investigation merely confirmed their prediction. The Mind Flayer's tentacles fidget against one another. Now, I've scratched behind your ears. Among the swarm of cranium rats, dozens of individuals nod in acknowledgement to Inkblot. 3 scurry down from their niche to be held in the Illithid's clammy hands. At unregistered, an image from Undersigil at the edge of the Dead Nations as a Dark Elf researcher walks onward toward the core to the Silent Thrall. At unregistered, an image from Undersigil as a group of flame skulls prepare to bombard a structure patrolled by an arachnomancer and their guard spiders. It's followed by an image of multiple fireball blasts engulfing the corridors of Undersigil. At SIGIS, large fissure the size of a small fissure is completely blocking transit among Mobius Boulevard between the Clerk's Ward and the Hive Ward. Please use caution and watch for Dallas in the area. Now we're going to take a short break.
Hey-oh! Alright, we're gonna try it. Be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you all shortly. Alright, everybody. See you soon! And we're back! Hello, everybody! Some of us may be different going forward, but Tessell and Aluvire looking good.
But Aluvire is not
Fine
looking great.
good.
Aluvire is unconscious, having lost a lot of blood, but it's currently stable.
With 2 failed saves. Well, I guess I'm stable now. It doesn't matter.
What? No, it does.
Oh, never mind. With 2 failed saves.
I believe it does.
I mean, like, if I get punched again, if you're stable and you have 2 failed saves and you get punched again, you die, right?
That's how it worked in 2014.
Tessell wiping their hands. I've done everything I can do.
And as we all know, I'm still beholden to 2014 rules.
Okay. Yep. If a creature takes damage, it stops being stable, and okay.
It starts taking death saves again?
Yes.
Oh.
A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours.
Okay.
Tessell, you are here alone in this room with Aluvire's stable person and the corpses of Orillo and Shriek. Jeremiah and... Okay. Dingo.
Oh, let me change my name.
Jeremiah, you wake up in one of the empty beds on the 2nd floor.
Has a little, like, floppy night hat like Kermit whenever he goes to sleep. And he is just going to wake up, do a stretch, and then he is going to get to work finding a familiar, aka casting Find Familiar to get him Orillo back.
The memory of dying weighs heavily within your mind.
If anything, I think he's thinking, did we get the money? And then Yeah, I think he sort of just like he sort of remembers Tessell stabbing him and just, why did they stab me in the back? I was totally ready to be stabbed in the front.
Sai, the first thing that you hear is Jeremiah's waking up yawn.
Me, 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 me.
As the two of you have woken up in the room with two beds.
Sai sits up and sort of turns to Jeremiah and looks him up and down. Oh, we're back to that, are we?
Now, what does Jeremiah see?
Jeremiah, you would see you would see a smaller air genasi as opposed to Shriek, who was a fire genasi. And where Shriek was 7 or 8 feet tall, Sai is probably about 5 feet tall, as opposed to Shriek's like bright white radiant skin. Sai is blue with these white markings sort of going up her shoulders and freckling her face. Her hair has the same sort of color schemes with but different. Shriek had that base white hair where Sai has this deep, rich blue coming down into braids, and sort of forms a crown of braids behind her head. Along the sides of it are these purple wisps that kind of float, where her hair kind of floats around the braids. And then a sort of shock of bright orange, sort of alluding back to Shriek, sort of framing the front of her face, and some little like fringe bangs that kind of drift down. Her clothes also sort of match that. She's sort of dressed in dark blues and purples. Similar style of like kind of flowy, a little less regal, and a little more like over one shoulder sort of situation. And then again with those, her eyes, where Shriek's had a lot more, I think they were more white and cloudy. Sai's are a lot darker. They're sort of black and cloudy, with large pupils sort of taking up almost all of her eye.
Well, good morning, sunshine. The world says hello.
Good morning. She's sort of looking around. I wonder if everyone's okay upstairs.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine. I have a feeling like if they weren't, well, there's not 3 beds in here, so who knows? Anywho, and he'll swing his legs out and pep onto the floor.
Do you have your little man with you, your tiny Orillo? Did he come back?
It's funny because you attempted to summon Orillo.
Mm-hmm. Anything?
You reach out, and it cannot come through.
If that little shit has me blocked, he will have hell to pay. No cheese for a month. After everything I did for him.
And then from within the air, a little, like, imagine, say, the space in front of you sort of opens up like a doggy door, where just like the three-dimensional space behind just sort of folds up in a sort of two-dimensional crease, and the little Orillo pops out from what looks like a brick building within Sigil. And then the doggy door flap closes and the tear reality is gone. You have your Orillo familiar.
I'm trying to remember what the name of the building was.
Greenstone Shelter.
Oh, there you are. Did you have fun at the Greenstone Shelter? And he like whips him around until he turns back into a small rat.
It does the tiniest little vom.
Shriek will reach over and with one finger pat tiny Orillo on the head. Rat Orillo.
His eyes are like a little wall-eyed, so it's just that like, bang. Like there's not a thought going on in there.
But Sai will then head out of the room and ascend the stairs or the ladder.
Tessell, you are soon joined by the figures described as Sai and Jeremiah once again.
Just a quick question, like regarding the memory sharing between iterations, like despite not having met Jeremiah, I have recollection of Jeremiah.
Yes.
But this other person is new. Tessell just gives Jeremiah like a nod of acknowledgement. And then their eyes kind of dart over to this unfamiliar individual. And they're going to say, am I to assume that you're Shriek?
Sai, actually, but she is I and I am her.
Good enough for me. They're going to just like point behind them and be like, she's stable, but I don't have any healing ability, so little combat medicine's the best I can do.
Sai will look down at Aluvire and say, unfortunately, neither do I.
Orillo or Jeremiah will make a point with a tiny webbed finger as eldritch energy begins to coalesce at the tip. I have an easy way of getting them back to where we need them.
Tessell, no knowledge of arcanas, on board.
Aluvire's character. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you consent to this.
All right, I need everybody to stand back. This could turn ugly. And he'll point to Aluvire. Clear! Boom, boom, boom. Like just eldritch blast unload into them.
Okay. Aluvire is dead.
And now we just wait, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, however long it takes.
Jeremiah take a point of his heroic inspiration. Aluvire, do you have another character sheet ready?
Oh, hell yeah! I went down for the first time and I was all like, oh, sick! And I just like quickly ran. It's like so fast. My next character is a monk. That was super easy.
Okay. Aluvire, you are going to wake up in a room that I will describe now. There are ancient tapestries of the planes and cosmic alignments covering the walls of this room, with ladders descending to the floor below and rising to the level above. The ladder to the level above has a padlock trapdoor at the top of it, and you can hear people conversing below.
Okay. Do you want me to describe this character yet, or should I wait until we have eyes?
Whenever there is one here to witness you, we will describe this
Okay.
new Aluvire.
This new Aluvire sort of squints, looks around, and will silently, like, typically this Aluvire would have a staff, but since we wake up without our normal equipment, like we just have the equipment that we had before, right?
You either come back with all of your equipment, or like you come back with your normal starting equipment. Your
Okay.
magic guidance and everything probably need to be gotten, but however it happens, you are going to have your equipment.
Okay.
Whatever makes
Aluvire.
narrative sense to you.
Alvire's gonna shuffle over to that padlocked door and just sort of like bang on it with her staff. Like donk, donk, donk.
Yes, hello. Orillo, is that you?
Hmm. This Alivire just sort of squints at that, and she hears the voices downstairs. Um, she's going to climb down the ladder to them.
And who do the rest of our players see as they come down
You
the stairs?
hear her before you see her. It's the sound of rattling bones. As she comes sort of like shuffling down the stairs. This Aluvire is a little bit more hunched over than the other two. And when she turns around, she has like the countenance of an old woman. And it's a little bit spooky when she turns around too, because her face is painted to look like a cow skull.
See? All better.
She'll shuffle over to Jeremiah and bonk him on the head
Ew.
with her staff.
Killing him
No.
instantly.
Killing him instantly.
I think Tessell kind of like shifts her weight back a little bit, arms kind of crossed, just like kind of eyeing new Aluvire up and down. Turns to Jeremiah, is like, well, not what I had in mind, but effective.
Oh, did you want me to heal them?
Water under the bridge now.
Excellent. Trolls live there.
Aluvire is going to visit each corpse in kind and give it last rites.
I think Sai is sort of sitting next to Shriek. Shriek is so much larger and more muscular than Sai. And so I don't think she attempts to move Shriek. But she is just kind of like, fixing her hair, fixing her clothes, closing her eyes, sort of thing, as Aluvire is giving last rites.
Orillo is just pulling rings and taking money, like, or Jeremiah is doing that off of Orillo, just very unceremoniously. Like, clearly this shit was mine.
Tessell will give a respectable amount of time for Aluvire to perform these rituals, and when it looks like she's wrapping up, he'll kind of just be like, "Hey, Aluvire, what'd you see upstairs?"
She turns around, looks at him. There's the sound of rattling bones as she does so. Is like there's just jewelry of bones hanging off of like anything that you can hang jewelry off of. And she's just gonna like point upstairs and sort of nod, like you should go up there.
Oh, right. There might have been somebody in a box up there. The doppelganger, from what I can remember, had specified that, well, not necessarily in so many words, but they were pretending to be the owner of this tower, which they were not. So I believe that they were posing as the owner of the tower, who would be locked up theirs.
I'll go with you, Tessell, to avoid a repeat incident.
Tessell will nod and make their way to the ladder and start climbing up.
Sai is crawling up behind.
Before Sai gets up, starts to climb the ladder, Aluvire takes the healing potion off a Shriek and hands it over to Sai.
Sai will give you an appreciative nod and pocket it.
Okay. The two of you go up and see these tapestries of various planes and other adornments that are covering the walls of this room, and you can see the padlocked trapdoor above.
Muted.
Okay, yeah, Tessell is going to look around, like, clock the padlock door, but, like, look around to see if, like, Aluvire meant, oh, go upstairs because that, or is there anything else in this room I should be aware of first?
Looking around the room, you don't see anything else here. It looks like it's like there is a what's the word, and like this room was meant to be sparse. Like there's a intention. There's an intention for the sparseness of this room.
Okay. Tessell is then gonna go up to the door and just like thump on it.
Yes, are you one of the Thrash's goons, or are you have they been taken care of? Is
Yeah.
Calophidian okay?
Who? What? No, yeah, we're not Thrash's goons. We're new here. Hey, listen, do you have like, if I open this door, if I find a way to open this door, do you have like any plans of like attacking us the moment you see us?
Do you have intentions of attacking me as soon as you see me?
No.
Then no.
Can
I believe Arcus had a key. He was the one who locked me up here. The shape changer.
Tessell's gonna holler down the ladder, just like, hey, search the shifty one for a key.
Can I have a mage hand just like bring the key up the hole?
Before you unlock it, can I insight check this individual from what they're saying?
Yep. You sure can.
25.
There doesn't seem to be any noticeable dishonesty coming through. You're only getting a sense of their voice, but it's coming through fairly honestly.
Okay. Yeah, then I think Sai will just kind of like back, like it's a small room, but like towards the corner.
So Tessell is going to attempt to open the lock, but like one hand is like remaining like on their hilt, like just out of precaution.
This is up a ladder.
Oh, never mind. We're not doing that. We're gonna go up the ladder and we're gonna
You could do it.
No,
It's
that's a
gonna
little
be
tricky.
hard. You might fall.
New plan. Tessell is going to manifest an echo, kind of like hovering next to Shriek, Sai, excuse me. This golden misty echo. And then will then climb the ladder and attempt to open it, the locked door.
Okay. No roll. Key and padlock. You open it fairly quickly. May I come down? I may need you to move out of the way.
Tessell will start climbing down.
And behind you comes this Gith woman, long white hair, who you've seen before, or a facsimile of her being taken by the changeling Morlock. She will come down. She's in these red monastic robes, super long ears, yellow skin, very prominent Gith features. But as she comes down and sort of brushes herself off, if you've taken care of the Russian, that Doom cult, or whatever it is they call themselves, I say you have my thanks. I'm Zathir, adjunct professor of planar philosophy at the Institute of Intellectual Excellence. I suppose welcome to Aishgaru. Did the castle step on anything?
To my knowledge, it docked somewhere.
Okay. Were there creatures that acted in defense of the thing that we docked by?
So based on what one of my companions told me, there were flying serpents.
I should go explain very quickly. Excuse me, excuse me. And she will walk down or climb down the ladders fairly quickly, seeming in like there's a very oh shit expression on her face.
Yeah, I think Tessa will just kind of like turn a little to Sai and just be like, look, she's gonna keep them fucking snakes from ripping us apart. I'm cool with it.
Sai will give a very small shrug. It's all right with me.
Wordless nod. Once the professor has cleared the ladder, Tessa will start making their way down as well.
I think Sai, before making their way down, we're on the 4th floor right now, correct?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
That's where like Sai is standing,
Mhm.
is on the 4th floor.
Mhm.
I think Sai's just gonna go up the ladder and peek to the 5th floor, just like with nose and eyes.
Sure thing. What you see is a room with narrow windows looking out in every direction, and in the room center is a green crystal atop a stone pillar.
Do I get the sense that the green stone is what is like essentially powering this structure?
Make an Arcana check.
$22.
No. The configuration of this room gives you the sort of image of a lighthouse. Like this is a beacon.
Oh, so it's not really doing anything other than casting a light.
Right, and it is currently off.
Okay. If she kind of pushes herself up a little bit more and takes a walk around, does she see anything else in this room or just the beacon?
That's it.
Okay.
This,
Then I think
this is
she's
just a signal tower.
sick. Then she's gonna head back down, I think all the way to the 2nd floor.
As you get to the 3rd floor, you can see that she is conversing with the giant humanoid statue over the round table. And as she does, you can feel the castle once again start to move.
Did I miss something?
Oh.
On the 3rd floor?
Yes, on the left side of the room.
Yeah.
Is a big humanoid statue that sort of like has its arms around a round table. But it's off on the side of the room.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I totally blanked on that. I apologize.
There were other things happening there.
I think before going to the 2nd floor, Shriek would like to eavesdrop on the conversation with the stone humanoid.
Yes, just back up nice and slow. We do not want to invoke the ire of Uriel. Just back up just a little bit. But also let me get down so I can go apologize. The statue doesn't move or respond in any way, but you do see that the castle, or you feel that the castle has moved in response.
Okay. I think while is she still directing are they still directing the statue, or are they moving to go downstairs?
She's bolting now.
Bolting?
Yeah. Running very quickly.
Not from you, but
okay.
She's scurrying, like she's
okay.
Very hurriedly going down to the 2nd, to the 1st.
Okay, so she seems busy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sai, having watched her talk to the statue, just comes up to the statue and says, "Thank you," and then heads back downstairs.
What do the rest of y'all do?
I'm grifting. I'm looking through the pockets of all the things that we killed, trying to find all the goods.
Aluvire supervising.
A lot of goop.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. What about the shapeshifter warlock? Is there a lot of goop on that guy?
Just a body.
Okay. You know, we seem to be getting a surplus of bodies. When we get back, we should find one of those, what are they called? Bags of devouring? And then that way we would have like an easy way to just send it through piece by piece, and make sure that we always have a means of getting rid of things.
Aluvire just gives him a look of just like,
Well, we can't just keep throwing dead bodies out of a window. Eventually somebody will say, stop throwing dead bodies out of a window.
Aluvire's gonna like look out the window and see like the two corpses down on a terrace.
Little fly,
Just sort of-
like, fly away.
I don't particularly enjoy saying so, but he has a point.
Aluvire's gonna walk over to the corpses and start piling them up.
Ooh, what else do you suggest we do with them?
Like taps her staff, and then kind of like points it at you. And you can see that what she has is what's called a monk spade. And I don't know if anybody would recognize it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And she's gonna like take that staff, kind of gesture like she's digging a hole with it, and then sort of like shrug at them like obviously. And then she's gonna like throw a corpse over her shoulder and start heading down the stairs.
Oh my god, that's going to take so much time.
Tessell's just gonna call out real quick, like, I would let the good lady finish her business first. I believe she's advocating for us to not get ripped apart by flying serpents.
Also an excellent point.
Aluvire will, in that case, bring down as many, like basically accumulate all the corpses in one place, probably next to that other guy who looks like a corpse, hanging out in a sarcophagus.
All right. You hear just a loud, booming voice. This is your one warning. Care of Fidian is well protected. Leave now or oh, stay there. It's good to see you. And you can see from where the castle has parked, it's on one side of this river where like this waterfall is coming down. Crossing in front of the waterfall in a scene that I can only describe as doing the most registered trademark, is a giant bridge, white stone, that you can see Zathir like hurriedly going across, which as it gets to Rai, who has access to the Longstrider spell, is happening very fast. And you can see she is going to, like crossing the bridge, making their way into these other gardens on the other side, towards these two villas. And on the other side of this bridge is this massive mundane snake that as soon as you hear, oh, Zathir, it's good to see you, sort of contorts and shifts itself, the scales sort of folding in on themselves until the bottom half remains a serpent, but from the top half is this elderly, sort of humanoid woman, but with additional serpents coiling out of her hair, the telltale signs of a Medusa. Sigh. Make a religion check.
29. It's a nat 20.
You recognize her instantly, because there are not very many mortals in these worlds who have had their fate altered and rewritten within the stars themselves. You recognize them specifically from the constellation that bears her name, Orillo.
Do I know?
With your nat 20, yes. What would you like to know?
Do I know kind of the story around this constellation? And or like the overlying themes or meaning behind it?
You know the overlying themes of it, which are typically a sign of an unfair fate or a curse. Or at least that is one interpretation of it. The specific the specific meaning of it, which is often contorted into that cursed meaning, is a sign of the gardener, an omen of dedication. The constellation is a fate of intense personal relationships that prove their value when hardship comes.
Gotcha. And do I know? So I know that her fate was rewritten.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know if the meaning of her constellation was also altered, or is this still the same?
The constellation did not exist before her fate was written.
Oh shit.
Rewritten.
Rad.
But you would know that her fate being rewritten and her constellation being created was done at the point of creation of a extremely powerful artifact.
Do I know what the artifact is?
The deck of many things.
Yo. I think Sai is sort of mesmerized watching out the window. And I think she sort of crouches down, just staring very intently. They're probably very far away from us, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can no longer hear the conversation happening as the Gith woman and this Medusa are speaking to each other. It seems like that booming voice was really just a front.
Right. I think Shriek is, or not Shriek. That's gonna take me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Sai is gonna look between the window and back to the group and back to the window, and say, well, I suppose it's only polite to introduce ourselves as well, or at least make our presence known. I volunteer to be ambassador, and I will be right back. And Sai's gonna scurry down.
All right. Sai is leaving the castle to go cross this bridge over towards the villa, or the other side where the Gith and the Medusa are speaking. What are the rest of y'all doing? can't.
I am
Yeah.
waiting to be introduced. I am not stepping foot out of this castle lest one of those giant flying snakes come down and eat me up.
I'm not afraid of death. Aluvire is gonna start burying corpses.
Where?
Is this not dirt or sand out here?
Well, from what I know, you're on the terrace of a castle right now. If you get off and go to the other side of the river and start burying them there,
Mm-hmm.
you
That
could
might
you
be a
could
problem.
absolutely start doing this. This will take you a while.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. This is a priority to this Aluvire.
Okay.
Well, if that's a priority to that Aluvire, Jeremiah has a priority, which is staking out a room to determine which one's his. He's going to try and find the one with the largest space and the biggest, comfiest bed.
That would be the nest.
Oh, I don't want the nest. Weird.
And it will be the one with one bed.
One bed it is.
Yeah, I think Tessell is seeing their companions just go in like 3 different directions. It's just gonna kind of and just kind of casually like like peek out the window and well, I don't know who they're gonna keep an eye on. Maybe just kind of like walk around and like every so often like try to keep an eye on Sai. Okay. Walk around the other side, try to keep an eye on Aluvire. Okay, no one's dying yet. Just, it's just like, to stay informed.
Okay. Sai, once you get down from the castle and start crossing the bridge, the women will meet you halfway. Yes, this is one of the people who came and got me out of that situation. I'm so it's quite all right, Saphir. No harm done, and honestly, the dogs had fun.
I think upon approaching. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's your passive perception?
17.
You can see on the other side of the bridge there are 2 German Shepherd dogs.
But I don't see the snakes anymore. Interesting. Sai sort of spotting the dogs, I think gives cracks a little smile. And upon approaching the 2 women will give sort of a deep curtsy and hold out her hand in greeting. I'm Sai Anu.
So formal. I'm Orillo.
Shriek nods. I know. I mean to say, it's quite exciting and an honor to meet you.
An honor. Okay. So none of your friends drew the card. That's not why you're here.
She shakes her head.
Are you here for help with any of the other cards?
She shakes her head and says, oddly enough, we're not here for any cards at all, although it is something I would much enjoy speaking with you at some point about. We sort of happened on this vessel by pure chance.
Oh, interesting. So did you accidentally go through the portal, or was it?
Well, we did go through the portal on purpose. We just didn't know that it was going to land us here. We're sort of on a mission of sorts, looking for an automated creature.
Oh, Rome.
You know of them?
Ah, yes, they showed up a few weeks ago. It's a long story. We should probably sit down, get a refreshment or something. There's a lot that happened in a very small amount of time. Your Uriel will look. So, would you like to have this conversation within Ophidian or eat Karu? I I do think eat Karu. It would give me the opportunity to help clean up a little bit too. Fair enough. And they will invite you back into the castle as they make their way back.
So are we heading to the walking tower? Or are we heading to
The walking tower.
Oh, okay. I think Sai feeling a little sheepish and like she might have done something wrong in that conversation, kind of rushes ahead and says, I'll just let my compatriots know. And she's gonna bolt ahead and find the first person, whoever's on the first floor, just the first person who's
Well,
there.
Aluvire would be outside.
Just digging a hole.
Aluvire is outside digging a hole. I believe Tessell would be on the first floor.
Okay. I don't think Sai's gonna bother Aluvire if she's like tending to the bodies. So I think Sai's gonna run up to Tessell. Uriel is on her way here to help speak with us. She knows of Rome. I may have embarrassed myself a little bit already. Would you please mind?
Uriel does not know of Rome. Zather does.
Oh, Zather does. Okay.
Right. Two older women speaking. I only have so many voices. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I think she leaves out the Rome part yet, and then and just says, so Uriel's gonna be here. I may have already embarrassed myself. Would you help me, please? If perhaps preventing Jeremiah from embarrassing me further in front of Uriel.
So Tessell is going to kind of like very like wry smile, just like, so you want me to kill him if he acts out of line?
You see Sai considers it for a moment. Whatever it takes.
Tessell's just gonna like smirk a little and under their breath be like, that was kind of a joke, but okay.
Sai, do you have heroic inspiration?
I do, yeah.
Would you like to pass one along to one of your party members?
If Tessell doesn't have it, I'll pass it on to Tessell.
Tessell has it.
She is.
You're gonna have to give it to Jeremiah. I already have it too.
I already have it as well. We all have heroic
Whoa!
inspiration.
I'll have
Use our
it.
inspiration
Well,
more
I'll
often.
just take it then.
Yeah! Yeah!
To
Use it to our detriment.
to use for a friendly NPC, right? Right?
Right?
Oh wait, did we decide if heroic inspiration travels
Up to
from one to the other?
If you wanted to.
Okay.
Or just like bank it for later next time
If
they
it
roll
if
around.
it is fun for you to transfer it over, go ahead. If it's more fun to keep them separate,
I'll keep
by
them
all-
separate
by all means.
as a way of like banking them. I think that's very fun.
That's so
Snatching it back from Connor.
Gimme.
Do not use this for evil.
Who, me? I just have a legendary Medusa right here.
Oh.
Oh. Sai, are you warning anybody else?
I think she's gonna leave Jeremiah to Tessell, and we'll now go over to Aluvire and just tap her on the shoulder and let her know that we have guests.
Okay. She nods. Guests how? She's not asking this. This is me asking. Guests how? Just people coming to our building?
Yeah, that Uriel and Zathier.
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 Zaythir.
C-A-Y-T.
I think that being the case, she like points at like the building and kind of like tips her head, sort of indicating like in there.
Is indicating towards the
Our building, like the
our tower.
yeah. Like
so
we know it's our tower now, but like our characters are kind of working their way up to recognizing it as ours.
Yeah. Sai will nod and say, yes, Uriel's coming over to chat, and Zathier's coming back as well to help clean up, and I believe Zathier may have some information on the whereabouts of Rome.
She's going to like touch a finger to her chin and nod. She's going to pat you in a very like grandmotherly way.
Sai likes it. It's very nice.
She goes back to digging hole.
I think
little old lady, like hunched shoulders, dig hole.
She gives you a reassuring pat, or like a little pat of gratitude, as you are handling all of the bodies. And I think with a little more calm, returns back to the tower to meet up with everyone else.
Right. Who would like to attend this conversation?
Real quick, I think Tessell is going to like pop their head up because it's a ladder to the next floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like when you reach the top of the ladder, is there a door or is
Yes.
it just like open? Okay.
So if you go up from the first floor to the second floor, there is this like kitchen and common area surrounded by doors that would lead into the pantry, the washroom, the 3 bedrooms, and the study.
Okay.
And then another ladder leading up.
Gotcha. Tessell's gonna like pop their head up and be like, Jeremiah, you in here?
Jeremiah will I think he's been like, there's a lot of blood on the floor, there's a lot of bodies around, so he has been if it suits, I do not have a prestidigitation, but I do have infestation if I could summon like bloat flies to eat up all of the viscera that was left remaining in an attempt to clean.
It'll work.
Yeah, I think Jeremiah is just like, oh, company. I love a good entertain.
Tessell's just kind of look and nod. And he's like, You okay, seems like you are occupied and having fun.
But no, I was meaning that I will put down all of my other plans to meet with whoever controls this lovely tower, as well as whoever it was that fine-looking individual slithering on up.
Tessell's just kind of grimace a little and nod. Kinda, yeah, okay.
Don't worry, I'm very pleasant in conversations.
Uh, Tessell's like, yeah, okay. Why don't you just go, it seems like you're a little covered in some viscera. You might have stepped in something. You want to go wash up first, maybe?
Ooh, is there a bath here?
Oh my god.
I didn't see
You know, I
one
think-
when I was poking around.
I think, if there's not one on this floor, I think there was one upstairs. Oh no, wait. There was one on this floor. That's where Tessell spawned from.
Mhm.
Tessell's gonna be like, yeah, it's I think it's over there.
Ooh, good idea. I'll make sure to give myself a rather in-depth scrub this time around. Got to get all of the nooks and crannies.
Tessell's like, yeah, you do that, buddy. And Tessell's gonna like start to climb down the ladder and then like shut the door and then just kind of hold it in place. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be permanent if you do want to go downstairs.
No.
I want to set up the visual. Just Tessell just kind of holding the door in place, looking at Shriek and just giving like a thumbs up.
So it will be Shriek, Tessell, Zathir, and Orillo here in the room, right?
Yeah.
Zathir sort of conjures up a few chairs for people to sit down in as she basically pushes them all around the central table of the library in the middle of the room with the crystal sarcophagus. So, I suppose we should all get on the same page as to what happened. It may be best to start a few weeks ago. I don't even know if it was a few weeks. Time is strange here in the Outlands. It's one of the prime features of it. Fascinating place, the Outlands. I'm getting off topic. Some time ago, I was visited by a monodrone, the Motrons with one eye, or the round ones, the lowest form. They appeared a little frazzled, and had a lot of questions about things that would destabilize the multiverse, which was a very broad, vague question. It's almost as if a student was coming up to you and it's like, well, tell me everything about black holes or something. I'm sorry, I'm wondering again. He asked a few questions. I gave him a few answers, and he left for a while, and then came back with a mimir that had a lot of the information that he had gained on the destabilizing forces and paradoxes and other things that he was able to find, and left the mimir here with me, and said that he would be off for a little bit, but that the mimir would it would help if, say, he wasn't able to return. I may have said too much. Why are you looking for Rome specifically?
Well, I'm not quite sure where to start, but I suppose at the very beginning would work as well as anything. My compatriots and I were, well, we awoke in Sigil in the, from what I understand, mortuary, and have sort of rapidly discovered that when we die, and this also might be saying too much, but when we pass away, we return as ourselves, but different. I myself just experienced it for the first time now. I was Shriek, and I am her, and she is me, but now I am Sai. All that to say, we were in the city and were pursued by authorities of some sort. I'm not entirely familiar with really anything here. I'm quite far from home, but we were pursued by authorities and taken in by a by, oddly enough, the casino in Sigil. And in exchange for our protection, as apparently we've broken some sort of law simply by existing as we are, in exchange for our protection, we were asked to recover Rome, as they had gone missing a few days ago.
Interesting. So every time you die, one of you comes back. Like the universe cannot keep you dead.
It seems not.
And whenever you come back, you retain the experiences and everything that the former version of you has observed.
Correct.
Interesting. An actual version of quantum immortality. And you have no idea what caused this?
No, we've been in pursuit of an answer.
Well, maybe Rome may have found the answer while he was looking for his thing. I think I left the Mimir in the study. Well, whenever you were going around, you didn't happen to find this, yeah, it sort of looks like a humanoid cranium, made of,
The glass.
yes, that. It's an information repository. It's called a Mimir. It holds a lot of data that would have been collected.
And let's say, well, yes, we did find it, and I attempted to spend some time repairing it.
I suppose it must have gotten damaged in the invasion. Yes, the invasion. Yes, let's not get off track. Again, some time ago after Rome left again and left the Mimir with me, Thalarash and these other Yugoloths and a changeling, part of a doom called the Heralds of the Comet. And whenever she says that, Uriel kind of rolls her eyes, and some of the snakes do too. Yeah, they stormed in and it's essentially threatened me to take them to a place where they could find a certain artifact. I did know that it was protected. I figured that you would be able to help me if I wasn't able to get out of the situation myself.
They were in pursuit of the deck.
In so many words, yes. Any deck, yes.
Anyone.
Yes, I think we have like 11 or 12 copies in the villa.
And they did not assume it would be protected.
Adventurers often overestimate their capabilities. And others who are less experienced than I, and this is Uriel speaking, tend to underestimate some adventurers. I don't take chances. And Asaria wouldn't like it if I didn't take chances either.
Do I know the name Asterial?
With your natural 20, Asteria is the name of a paladin, a human paladin who had met and befriended Uriel. And upon being the long story short is that whenever Asteria, the princess of a kingdom, was rediscovered along with this Medusa, the Medusa was hunted and was going to be executed for being the monster that held the princess. Asteria did not want that to happen, and so begged the gods of fate to intervene. Eastus, the god of the fates that are written in the stars, plucked down the constellations and allowed Asteria the chance to rewrite her and Uriel's fate. The artifact that was used to do that became the deck of many things. That act rippled across the worlds of the multiverse. There are many decks of many things. It appears that many of them have found their way back here in Uriel's possession.
I think Sai just nods. No, I suppose this wouldn't have been left up to chance.
Where was I? Yeah, so I complied and I got the castle to walk in this direction, and stopped right before it got here, and then I was rescued. How did you? And you got here because you were sent here by the casino owner.
Yes. Oh, I wrote down her name somewhere. What?
Shemeshka.
Shemeshka. Yes, we were sent here by Shemeshka.
Okay. I'm sure that's not nearly as nefarious as it comes across.
In all honesty, it feels a little more nefarious than I'm comfortable with, but given the position that my compatriots and I are in, we don't have a whole lot of information or options surrounding our particular circumstances, although it seems rather fortuitous to have arrived here. At least for our own sake. I don't know if I can say for Rome's.
Well, Rome is not here, and unfortunately, with the Mimir in this state, I don't think we're going to be able to exactly just follow what he left us, at least not until the Mimir is restored. While we work on that, well, you did help help me retake this castle. In fact, you retook it wholly. So if you would like, if you would like to, peruse this multiversal library, and if you would like the castle to take you to anywhere within the Outlands that you believe you may be able to find some information about your plight, I would be happy to help the Castellan take you wherever you need to go. That said, you also apparently do know how to operate the portal back into Sigil if you have business there.
Sigh nods.
Perfect. How badly damaged is the Mimir?
Sai will rise from where she's sitting. We're on the first floor, right? Next to the dead guy.
Yep.
Let me fetch it. I can show you. I think she's gonna head up to the study.
Tessell's gonna scale down the ladder. just drop and let go of the door.
Yeah, Sai will go up to the study, gently, I think use her robes to cradle the skull and bring it back down. It's at least a little repaired, I think.
Yep, that was definitely significant enough damage to have impacted the information that would have been stored within. But let's hope that we can that a lot of this was restored.
I would continue my pursuit to repair it, but unfortunately I was different when I started that, and
Oh, don't worry. I can fix it. It's just I don't believe that all of the information within is going to remain. I do believe that a lot of this would have been corrupted.
That makes sense. Rather, unfortunately.
Well, and this is Uriel speaking. Well, it doesn't appear that there was any harm done to Carafidian. You all seem, not injured or anything. And you're some of the first people who haven't come seeking us out for help with the deck. So, if you would like to rest here for a little bit, by all means.
Sai gets this conflicted look on her face. Could I roll an insight check to see if Sai can figure out if this is an appropriate time to inquire about fate, and potentially the deck.
You may.
Or if she thinks she would get shunned for it. That's a 9.
I will say above the table, I am fine with that. It's just we are going to have to end very shortly.
Oh yeah. I think Sai just kind of nods and says, we would be incredibly grateful for some time to rest, and I would love to speak more later, if possible. Yeah, she nods.
And she will start to slither out. Aluvire, there is a Medusa that plops down from the castle stairs right in front of you and begins slithering her way. Excuse me. And begins slithering away. She's excusing herself for dropping in front of you.
Yeah, she just gets a polite nod. Where am I on corpse burying duty?
You would have gotten like 2, and we're working on the 3rd.
Nice. Keep up with that.
Oh. Actually, would you mind if... would you mind if I helped?
Aluvire gives a polite nod, like, in an affirmative way, like, yes, you may help.
And she will, yeah, she'll use move earth.
Just, like, does it immediately. Wolf.
She's a druid. Yep.
Aluvire nods approvingly, like, yes, this is good. She'll pat her, and like reach into her robes, and she'll pull out like a dusty little strawberry candy and give it to her.
Ooh. And once all the bodies are plopped in, she'll move earth back and press her hands into the soil, and you can see little sprouts of wild strawberry begin to pop up.
Aww.
Specifically wild strawberry.
Aww.
They're little bitty.
Aluvire seems pleased by this. And she'll sit down and rest next to the strawberries just for a minute, because this is a lot of work for her old bones.
And as you rest there, as Jeremiah continues his very long shower, as Tessell stands awkwardly in the corner of the library watching over Sai, who recovers from being quite literally starstruck. That is where we are going to take our leave for the day. Everyone is going to be able to gain a level.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Level 6.
And we're going into the next arc.
Oh,
Yay.
yo.
Hell yeah. So that is it for our game. First and foremost, Cyber, thank you so much for running this. I had an absolute blast playing in this adventure tonight. Cyber, where can we find you? What do you do?
Well, you can find me here on Sundays running this. You can find me here on Mondays playing in the Gold Rush 4E game that Danae's running. Sometime I'm trying to get my schedule straightened out and figure out what I'm going to stream on Cybertopia 1 on Saturdays, so that, you know, we're in a good cadence before Spooky Month. That's it. I'm on Blue Sky too. Sometimes I post things, not very often. DanaeKeener.com.
And Dingo, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me on Twitter at WheresMyDingus. Otherwise, I'm just here every Sunday.
Hell yeah. And Kylan.
Hi everybody, I'm KyleWithAnN, otherwise known as at Kyle with an N, the letter N, on social media, Blue Sky, what have you, and Twitch, where I was not able to stream last week, but I normally stream at least once a week. I'm starting an ambitious 14 game streaming series called the Relic Castle Project, in which I play through all the Pokemon games from my childhood and reminisce upon them. If you are an Instagram user and also like Pokemon, I do a little side account where I post stuff. It's called at Fairy Fire Island, and yeah, that's me.
Me, hi everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com doing nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on the Indoor Adventure stream, which is right here, DanaeKeener.com.
And if this is your first time joining us, you probably already know who I am. But if not, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/IndoorAdventures. We do shows like this on Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/IndoorAdventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point. Or you can go towards anywhere audiocasts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/IndoorAdventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to again join us at patreon.com/IndoorAdventures. But that being said, we are going to be heading off into that after show. So I'd like to say once again, thank you, Cyber, for running this absolutely fantastic game. Thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by. And of course, thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.